This is a video for the Intel Xeon system. I want to make this video so I can show you the features of the computer, answer any questions you may have on it, and just overall show you how the system works and operates. So here's the computer right here. Pardon the mess, I'm actually using it right now as a workstation. So here's how it looks like with the glass on. I'll take the panel off in a little bit. On the top right here, you have a removable dust filter, which makes it easier to clean the computer. There is also an additional dust filter in the very front for the fans in the front. You have to pull this panel off in the front, and you have a dust filter right there. Your power button, your reset button right here, USB 3.0 ports. You have a microphone and headphone jack right here. On the back, here's the back of the machine. All your USB ports, your external SATA ports, and some more USB 3 ports. On the bottom is your graphics card. You have your two DVI ports, an HDMI, and display port. As always, if you have a high refresh monitor, you want to use display port over HDMI due to bandwidth issues. That's just standard for most video cards these days. I'm going to go ahead and open up the case. So here's the interior of the computer. Alright. You have your LED strip right here on the bottom that runs on the side. Because of remote control, you can control it using this. So I can go to demo mode and it just switches to different colors. I can go to this mode, the solid color, and switches to different modes, different colors. All that right there, remote controlled. Right here is your motherboard and processor. So this is an Intel Xeon processor. If you are unfamiliar with Intel Xeon processors, what they are is that they are the workstation and server processors developed by Intel. So instead of the traditional i3, i5, and i7 that many consumers are used to, on the Xeon line you have X series, E series, and I believe it's W series, what they are. So slightly different in the way they operate. What this processor is a 6-core 12-thread processor that has been overclocked to 4 gigahertz. So performance wise, it comes out right between an i7 6700 and i7 7700K. So that's where the processor lies performance wise. You can see it's being water cooled right here by a 240 millimeter rad. So there's your radiator. You have two fans blowing air onto it, blowing the air out onto the top. You have two additional fans in the front right here that came with the case. So this blows air into so air comes in right here, air goes out right there. You have 16 gigabytes of RAM, it's one 8 gig DIMM and two 4 gig DIMMs. This motherboard, unfortunately, on the other DIMMs, the one right there, one right there, one right there, is the 6 DIMM slot. These three, they're empty, they do not function properly, which is fine, because for most people, you're never going to need more than 16 or even 24 gigabytes of memory. So right now, if you want to max out the memory in this machine, the maximum it will go is 24 gigabytes, which is overkill for most people. Right here, you have your graphics card. It's an EVGA GTX 970 4 gigabyte. So this graphics card, performance-wise, is about the equivalent of a GTX 1060. Runs games very well, very smoothly. In fact, right now, I'm actually running Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This is actual in the game. And I'm running a video editing software at the same time, just to show how powerful this computer actually is. With that processor in there, that graphics card, it can handle this no problem. I'll go ahead and show you these specs right here. Let me go back to DaVinci. So this is a dual screen setup. The monitor's not included, this is just what I'm using it for. There you go. Intel Xeon X5675, 16 gigs of RAM, Windows 10 Pro. That's what it comes with. It's all set up and ready to go. As always, all my computers come with a 90-day warranty on the hardware. If you have any problems with the hardware, just go ahead and let me know. I don't cover software issues because that can be a whole other can of worms, but hardware issues with the computer, I'm glad you take care of those problems for you. I've been using this computer as my daily driver for video editing and gaming for the past several months. So it runs very well. I've had no complaints whatsoever with it. The performance of it is actually quite impressive. The benchmarks that are in my listings are all from this machine. So they include the games or applications that were used. It includes the resolution that was used and the quality that was used. So you get a pretty good idea on how well this computer performs. The computer comes with the keyboard, mouse, and wireless adapter. I include that free of charge, as well as a power cable. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments, or you can message me on the listings that I have listed below in the description, and you can see about purchasing this machine. Until next time.